Well, this week in the Inside Voiceover Video Training blog, you and I are going to have a little talk about branding because I don't want you wasting money on gimmicks as you start your voiceover business. There's a lot of competition out there. I know you're trying to stand out, but having a branded coffee mug or a mouse pad or a candy jar is not going to do the job for you. It's not that I'm against those things. Once you get clients, sending them gifts is great. But as a beginner, I want you to really understand what branding truly means. So I love the definition from Alan Weiss, who is an author and a consultant. And he says that what branding is a credibility accelerator that excites passion and justifies higher fees. And you're not going to get that from a tchotchke like a coffee cup. Really, brand is really the quality of service that you provide. It's customer focused. So I'll give you some great examples. There's a guy named, I think I'm pronouncing his name right, Mark Frobos, and he is branded as the language guy. And he teaches language learning courses on Audible and videos on YouTube. So the fact that he's the language guy shows that he put his stake in the ground. He owns that. I can't suddenly show up and be the language girl. Well, there's the language guy, and we don't know one another, right? So he owns that. I think it's a great brand. There's the story brand, Donald Miller. He teaches companies how to tell their company's story in a way that's interesting, and it's really the story of their customers. So there's like a whole great course and book on that, Donald Miller's story brand, that I highly, highly recommend. Then you have Allison Smith, who is branded herself as the IVR voice, but that's a problem if she decides to get into video games. She's got to she can't be the video game voice all of a sudden, so it's kind of limiting. In our own case, we have a tagline, which is the Great Voice Company, how the world hears you, which is great as long as we're in the audio and the spoken word business. But if later I want to do something else, I have to come up with a whole different brand. So these are just some ideas. When you think about your branding, make it customer focused. It's not all about you, it's about them. Gifts are fine, but not for branding. I'm Susan Berkley, back next week with more Inside Voiceover.